As you can plainly see, we are not in Texas anymore. So this is my view, what I call my office view. It is technically a back porch, but, and that's the garage, but yeah, we no longer live in Texas. Surprise! We have done a lot of things in the last 2 to 3 months, and I have so many videos to update and so many things to talk about. But for right now, I am just going to explain what is going on. So back when we last spoke, I had mentioned that I probably wouldn't be doing videos until about Q3, which, surprise, it's Q3, and it's the middle of July when I am recording this. So I'm hoping to get it out pretty shortly here. But before I left, life things were happening. Big family decisions were being made, and we made them, and we're here. And you might be like, well, where is here? I am originally from Northern New York, and that is where we currently are. So I am literally back in the same hometown where I grew up in. I've been gone for 10 years. I went to Middle Tennessee State University for my master's degree. And ever since then, I've lived in Tennessee, Kentucky, and then Tennessee again, and then Kentucky. Then we moved to Texas. So I have not been back here for more than a week at a time for the last several decades, pretty much. And now that we have a baby, being so far from family is hard and rough, and being close to family is important to me and my husband. We decided to move to New York to just get away from the city. We were really starting to get it wasn't safe. Like where we lived it was a nice place, but it was getting worse. Like the crime around the area was getting worse. And like I said, it was a really nice place on a nice side of town, and we paid a lot of money for our apartment to rent. And then our rent jacked 30% because of inflation. So many people moved to Dallas. It was an influx of people from other cities, and it was becoming very apparent that if we wanted to get a house, the housing market was not in our favor. Everything was increasing and going up, and I knew my sister's a realtor here in New York, and she kept telling me, Kylie, no, those prices, no. Like, then she started showing me properties that we could buy here for a third of the price plus land here versus in Texas. So everything is bigger in Texas, including the price of things. So we decided the best course of action would be to move. So we did, and we're here now. And it has just been a whirlwind of crazy, from taking a 3-day trip here with at the time, 14-month-old. That was interesting in and of itself. It wasn't horrible, but would not recommend it. Like, if people do what they have to do, and we did, but I would never move cross country with my child that little ever again. He was great after the first day, and we got here in one piece, so that was really good. My husband and I now have a full professional grade recording studio because we both still do audiobooks in the basement. So that has been all kitted out and built out, and I am so grateful. My dad did an amazing job. He helped us before we even got here. He made sure that everything was set, the electric, everything. and we have a professional grade studio in our basement. Like, it's pretty incredible. And we have all of this outdoor space for my son to run around and be a kid. It's amazing. It's the best choice I think I've made in my life. It was a wonderful financial decision because, let me tell you something, we're actually able to make some headway on our student loan debt that we have still. And we want to be debt free before 40, and we can definitely make that happen easily. I think even before 35. Now, it's just been a big adjustment. My husband is a full-time supervisor at his job, so he's in management now, and that has been amazing to have like benefits and all of the perks that come with that. It's been phenomenal. I've been able to stay at home with our son and be a stay-at-home mom, but also still be able to do the audiobook thing, which is amazing. And my authors are fantastic in understanding that we're a little bit helter-skelter right now. So that has been wonderful. And now that everything is settled down, I decided it would be good to just do a little bit of an update video, explain where I've been, why I've been gone, and that I do have plans to continue with this channel, not only as an author too, but also as just a come with you with my ideas and my thoughts and things of that nature. Being a stay-at-home mom, being more of a homemaker type, and because I've really gotten into that, like just really appreciating the art of like baking, and I've had some dietary issues that have been uncovered recently. So healing myself through my diet, which I didn't know I could even do. Like, all of my problems went away, and then I started eating like I used to again, and they all came back, and it was very strange, but very telling that there's something to this healing yourself with food thing. So get into a little bit of that. It's just been a really good shift. Like I said, it's been crazy, and I have not had any time to write. So right now I am reacquainting myself with a manuscript that I was working on with my mentor prior to moving. Now that I am all settled and feel really good about where I am, I feel like I could finally focus. And another thing is I got my website completely and totally rebooted. I have new logos, and I have a new type of a vibe going. It's very almost farmhouse cottagecore, and I love it. And I'm looking so forward to, I have so many ideas, guys. I have so many plots. I have so many things. I have so many ideas, and I've been writing them all down as I go, but there are seasons in our lives where we can't do everything. And my son is a year, and he's going on a year and a half. He's not going to be little forever. You get 4 to 5 years of little kids, and then they're like little mini people, and I don't want to miss a thing. He's had a bit of an adjustment being here and having daddy be out of the home. Since my husband was an actor back in Texas, he was, a lot of the times he would go out on gigs or jobs or shoots, and then he would be right back home. Now that's not the case. He is still a spokesperson for a Ford dealership in San Antonio, Texas, which is amazing. Being up here now, but we have not only do we have a sound booth studio downstairs, we also have a video filming, green screen, lighting, all of that stuff set up so he can do shoots and things like that from our basement, which is incredible. And it's just been an absolute unexpected blessing. Let me just put it that way, to move back here. If you had told me 3 years ago I was going to move back to my hometown, I would have laughed in your face and said, heck no. But after the pandemic, after watching just the vitriol and the mental health suck that is social media, small town, life was very appealing. Going back to basics was very appealing for the both of us, and keeping our circle small and our friend group small, and really spending time with people who deserve our time and not only just take from us. We had a lot of situations where people that we knew, of course it's entertainment, would just take from you or want to take from you. They would only be friendly or available or, you know, want to hang out if you could do something for them. And then when you couldn't anymore, you were basically discarded or pushed to the side, or just nobody spoke to you. So that was a big eye-opener to see how easily people who you thought were really good and really kind and really friendly and just genuinely good people actually do have ulterior motives. It was very easy to cut the group, even, you know, the friend people who you give your time to, even smaller. And that whole sphere of the entertainment industry now, I'm so glad it's behind me. I had fun, it was exciting, but it did not fulfill me the way that writing does. It did not fulfill me the way being a mom does, and it didn't jazz me the way that I thought it should. And sometimes that happens. This is the second time in my life where my first career in horses, it did the same thing. I left that career because it didn't do what I thought it should have done for me. And the entertainment industry did the same thing, but being a mom, being a writer, doing audiobooks, they fulfill me. I love bringing people's stories to life. I love bringing my own stories to life. And I love watching my kid grow up. So that is where I am. I'm in a really good place. I was not in a good place down in Texas. It was very hard because you felt like you just weren't working towards anything because of the increase in pricing where we lived. To be in a safe place that, again, was still starting to get crime ridden, you had to pay the price, and I understand that. But here it's very country, rural, it's very quiet. I can see the stars. We have coyotes that howl in our back, 40 or whatever you want to call it. We have huge fields behind us that just go on for miles, and the river is literally over the hill, which is beautiful because I love water in the river. It's just in my blood and in my soul, and it's something that I missed greatly. And just being back in this small town area has done a lot of good for my soul. My husband is happier. He is loving his job and loving being in management and loving just helping people be better. And our son is just thriving. So I am going to leave you all with that. I am going to start to read over. So I'm going to leave you all with that. I am going to read over my manuscript that I was working on before I left, reacquaint myself with it, and start diving back in with the time that I have now that things have slowed down, and get back to producing content, writing content, and kind of like my journey, navigating this new life that I am so excited for. And it's like a fresh start. And it is a very much needed fresh start. So I hope you all are doing well. I hope your writing is going great. It is July. It is Camp Nano. I am not nanoing because I just don't have time to this month. I do as much as I can. Hopefully in November I'll be able to work on something during NaNoWriMo. So I will talk to you guys later. Don't, for the first couple of videos, expect anything to be on a schedule. I just had time right now. It's my husband's first day off in 12 days. They opened a new store from bottom to top. So there was 128 hours worked over the course of 12 days. So he is home with me on his first day off, and he has tomorrow off. So we have been taking advantage of family time, and baby's down for a nap right now, so I had a moment to myself, and I don't expect to be back in consistent capacity yet. I will try to do a video every couple of weeks until I get a better set schedule. So from me to you guys, one love, and I will definitely be talking to you later.